I want to talk about health, and I want to talk about health really because I'm personally affected, and it's been an ongoing thing. So all jokes, we joke and laugh, because we're brothers, but in all seriousness, health is a serious issue, and so I want to just talk about the topic. It's a new year, and every year individuals are coming up with New Year's resolutions, and in reality, they should be just really life changes. And this was something I go back and I look at my Facebook and some things I've been doing, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna make a lifestyle change, and here I am again, big as shit, right at my heaviest I've ever been. 30. So I weighed in last week, my wife and I, and we talked about this last week, right? But I want to talk about it, right? Because this is really about owning it. So, I weighed in because we're going to really start focusing on eating right and working out. And so I weighed in at 305, fellas. 305.9, right, is what I weighed in at. And so I started off the week really well, just boom, 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 doing really good. And then Thursday, I think I might have had a glass of wine. And I ain't drink wine in a long time. I haven't been having any liquor. I've been drinking a ton of water, right? But that was not the real issue. I've been getting up and working out. The issue is that I went to Costco on a weakness moment, I think. Look, weakness, seriously, from a mental perspective, weakness moment. One, I went to Costco to pick up some things, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, damn, I'm going to go get some of this, some of that. So I ended up buying, I went to Costco and I talked to my wife because I wanted to take something over to Leon's wife because her mom passed away, right? And I wanted to, I hadn't had an opportunity to really see her. We haven't had a chance to just all connect. And so I took her a bottle of wine, champagne, and some chocolates. At the same time, I bought myself a bottle of wine and some chocolates. The same macadamia chocolate nuts, right? Kind of like hey, hell, shit, dual purpose. And some biscotti cookies, right? From Costco. Listen, I'm just keeping it real, man. And so, here's my problem. I'm gluttonous, right? I don't know. I'm not a big chip eater. You can put chips in front of me and they don't do nothing to me, bro. You put some milk chocolate, and I ain't talking about dark chocolate. You put some milk chocolate in front of me and maybe some ice cream, it's going down, right? And so I say it to say this, right? I think, a lot of us have our weak points, our weaknesses. And Baller, as long as I've known you, bro, you've been, I don't know, I've never known you to be a sweet eater or even a heavy chip eater. But, how are you from a health perspective? I really want to talk about like weight. I want to talk about blood pressure. I want to talk about cholesterol, and just general, like, how are you doing? How you dealing? How you managing it?
Well, actually, you're actually right. I'm not a big sweet eater. I think sometimes my drawback can be chips, but sweets like that or sodas, I'll have ginger ale. Like when we sick, ginger ale gets you through because the ginger that's in it or whatever. That's the only time I will really have soda. And but outside of that, my greatest negative thing as far as my eating, sometimes I would eat after 8 o'clock. Now, if I'm eating after 8 o'clock, it will be sometimes not a full meal, but like that snack type of thing, and it's not fruit and nothing like that. That's where I gain my weight from.
How are you managing portions and everything? Are you like eating?
Well, my portions never went up, never went down. My portions were at a reasonable level, but it was just me, like I would eat my dinner between 6:30, 7 o'clock, and I'm done because I done worked out early part of the day, but during the COVID, wasn't able to do some of the things that I was used to do consistently. Yeah. So now my metabolism, of course, all of ours, is now at a slower rate. Now, after that 8 o'clock hour, 8:30, be honest with you, sometimes when we were actually home, me and my wife, home couldn't go out. So like the preacher, he ain't going nowhere. But when we really had to say, everybody had to stay home, trust me, I was eating at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night.
But you play ball. You play ball a lot too, though. You're running a lot.
Yeah, but when we were completely shut down, that's what I was doing. I wasn't exercising, I wasn't doing anything. We eating 10:30, 11 o'clock at night because I wasn't going nowhere tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I got up, showered, brushed my teeth, and I got back in the bed, or I came downstairs to get something to eat.
Let me ask you some pointed questions real quick. How many meals you eat a day roughly, would you say?
3. I
3?
do
And
3.
then from a calorie perspective, like how many calories do you think you're eating on a daily basis roughly? And I know this all varies from person to person, but I'm just
the
curious.
least amount of calories that I eat is, we would consider that breakfast time, because at that point in time, it's my sea moss, a piece of fruit, whether banana, orange, and juice, and I'm out the door. Lunchtime, which usually hits me somewhere between 1 and 2:30ish. I'm grabbing maybe some tuna, something light. I may grab pizza because I'm in the street, and usually then I come home. As far as the actual number, I couldn't give you that number because my regular eating routine hasn't changed that much, except for a time frame.
That's cool. Are you have you been diagnosed with anything like diabetes or
Nah.
High cholesterol,
Nope.
high blood pressure?
Nope.
Oh yeah, good. Okay. Doc, how about you, bro? Like, what are you doing, man? Have you?
I I got a routine. Like I eat bagels, so that's where I'm getting all this from here. So I'll have a sausage and cheese bagel, I'll have a cinnamon raisin bagel, and I'll have either a tea or some orange juice. That's in the morning around about 9 o'clock.
And
Then around
you
about
walk a lot though, don't you, Doc?
I walk, yeah, but then it's like at night when I come home, it's like you said, like after 8 o'clock, 8:30, I shouldn't be eating because that's where all the fat stores in.
Yeah.
So, but after lunchtime, I say around about between 2 and 3. Today, like I had 2 slices of pepperoni pizza, and I had a cherry Pepsi. So that lasts me all the way till I got home, and then I had some chicken when I got home around about 4 or 5 o'clock. So now I'm good for the day. That's why I'm just drinking the water tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm not eating nothing else tonight.
So let me go back. B, do you drink a lot of water, man? And if so, how much do you think you drink a day?
Say that again.
You drink a lot of water, and if so, how much do you think you drink a day?
Oh, I do think plenty of. Water, I want to say, at one time I could say 3 16-ounce bottles, and then I'll have a Powerade. I'll drink a Powerade, and then like my maybe 8 ounces of juice, like I said, in the morning.
Yeah.
That's the least as far as when it comes to water. Sometimes I drink more because I got like a 64-ounce glass, and sometimes I'll pour all water in that, and I'm sitting drinking that.
Yeah, no, I got you.
It takes me a couple minutes, but
no, I got
minimum, like I said, 3 16-ounce of water.
Got it. So Doc, you do a lot of, with your work, you do a lot of walking. And
yes.
How about you? Have you been diagnosed with anything like diabetes?
No, I don't
high blood pressure?
No, I'm not diagnosed with none of that stuff. The blood pressure is good. The cholesterol is good. My doctor and my mom told me, like, yo, you need to lose some weight. And I agree, but it's like the activity. And then I got 2 flat tires, man. My knees not letting me run no ball no more. I'm done. So I get the knees fixed or get something done with them, then I won't be running around like that. I want to get back on the bike. I would love to get back on the bike.
Yeah, but I guess the fact that you walking every day, bro, is exercise, right? Like they say, you probably do the 10,000 steps easily a day.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like
Yes.
so if you manage what you eat, I'm sure that would help a long way. And how much you
right.
eat. And listen,
Right.
fellas. I'm no specialist at this. Obviously, I've been working with my weight for a long time, and we'll talk about my story. But do you find yourself, Doc, craving anything specifically?
No, it's not the craving. Like every now and then, I'll have that Tin Roof Sunday ice cream.
Mm.
I'll have that. But I do something stupid with it. I'll get me some peanut butter crunch, Captain Crunch, and put that on the bottom and on the top of the ice cream and let it melt and rock that out at night.
So
But
you
dude,
don't
it'd be like
necessarily,
around.
so you don't necessarily have something that you feel like, damn, like it's like you want it, you want it, you want it. Like you don't get
No,
those type of cravings.
no, I don't have that.
Yeah, no, I got you. Carl, Edwin, old soul. Look, talk to me, bro.
All the above.
No, seriously, man. Listen, man. Look, I'm jacked up right now, fellas. Y'all know this is a space for me, bro, that I don't like to be at, and I'm just want to talk about it. You know what I mean? Just talking about it helps me. It helps me. It helps me. So, old soul, man. Let's start with. Have you ever been diagnosed with, diabetes,
No, I've been
blood
diagnosed with
cholesterol?
high
What's that?
blood pressure.
High
Yeah,
blood pressure. And so,
yeah,
are you using meds for that right now? Like still
yeah,
currently? Yeah. Okay. Okay. And how
yeah.
about you, man? How are you doing from a weight perspective? Do you feel like you need to drop some pounds?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I've gained weight because I guess I don't want to use the pandemic as an excuse,
Mhm.
but prior to that, man, my downfall is sweets. First of all, I'm a go on record. My downfall is sweets, sodas, and juices. That's my downfall, right?
Mhm.
So prior to the pandemic, one of my brothers, fact checker, gave me a Fitbit a while back, right? And I was using that religiously. I was going to the gym. I was drinking water. My wife stayed on top of me to drink the water. And I'm a very vain person. So when I was putting my suits on to go to church, if I didn't feel as though, it was tight or fitting right, I was like, look, I got to do some treadmill work. Well, the pandemic hit again, not to use it as an excuse. And it just got away from me. It just literally got away from me. The sodas, the juices, the cakes, the cookies, all of that just started just piling up, being inside, eating that. I need to at least drop right now. I'm not comfortable. I need to drop at least about, I would say, 10 to 20 pounds myself for my frame to be more comfortable. But it's something that I know what I need to do. I know exactly what I need to do. I do the vegetables. I do all of that. I have a thing for fried foods every now and then, but my downfall is sweets. And one of the things with me is I can't eat sweets. And here's the crazy thing, because I went to the doctor about it. I can't eat sweets or drink anything sweet after 7 o'clock, 6 o'clock. Here's the thing with that. Once I eat something sweet and I go to sleep on it, if I don't drink enough water and I go to bed, like say I eat a cookie and I'll go to bed, my whole bed will be soaked and wet. It sweats through me, literally just sweats through me.
Wow.
Oh,
It's like I ran a couple full quarts just laying in the bed. I have to get up, change my shirt, put a towel down. And I've asked doctors about it constantly. They haven't been able to give me any kind of firm answers other than, here's the thing, don't do it, right? So I don't do it. That's the only thing they could tell me. But yeah, my thing is sweets. My
and so
thing is sweets,
you mentioned that, and so how many meals do you eat a day?
For
Roughly.
me, I usually when I was in a good space, I would eat maybe a small breakfast because I'm more mobile, and that's the other thing with me being mobile during my work. I would be able to park and walk. I don't do that as much, so I usually would get something in the morning. But right now I've been eating oatmeal in the morning and trying to kind of skip lunch and then come home to dinner. But anytime I go beyond that, I go into the lunches. And again, working in downtown, it's so many smells. It's so many different kind of things downtown that you could just delve into something. And when you delve into something, you don't just taste it, you delve into it sloppily, right?
Right. Right.
So
Reading Terminal.
you got to have that willpower and stuff like that. So I know what I need to do at this point, and I've set a target date on when I need to do it for me right now, and I've done it. I just need to work on my nutrition at this point since we're not doing the gym thing right now.
Yeah. Donald, man, diabetes, high blood pressure, cholesterol. Um,
Oh, I got them all. I have all that. So you all know though, everybody doing this, what y'all have seen it from me as far as my size. At my highest, I was around 330.
mm,
Okay. And I'm at 277. And let me just start right from the door. Right, my issue is about emotional. I eat, or I was eating based on how I felt, not because I was hungry or whatever. And I didn't have, and I played pool 3 nights a week. I was out in the street. I drank alcohol. I was eating chicken wings, cheese steaks, Burger King, everything you name it, I ate it. I go to a buffet. And I spend my money, and I got my family with me, and they'll tell this story. We was down Atlantic City, and they charged me $30 for my daughter, and she didn't eat nothing but about this much of food. So I stayed there an extra hour and a half to make sure I got my $60 worth, and I got my $60 worth. And so all of those things in this position, right? It's me. I knew when Intermins was being delivered at my local Wawa Tuesdays. I knew when the tasty cake was being delivered at my local Wawa every Thursday, and I got into work 5:30 to 2. So I'm there when the truck out there. I'm getting my crimpets, my chocolate juniors. I'm getting it all, right? So in 2009, I'm sitting here, and I'm going to the bathroom every 3 minutes, right? And Tony's mom, he said, "Yo, come over and test your sugar." I tested my sugar, it was like 460. Thanksgiving 2009. She said, "You better take a walk because anything over 400, you got to go to the ER, bro." So I took a walk around the block a couple times. It was cold as crap outside. Came home, retested my sugar. It was down to like 290.
So wait,
Next day,
what does the walk have to do with the your sugar?
When you increase your heart rate, increasing of your heart rate pumps your blood faster, which helps bring down your glucose level.
Oh, wow.
So the more your heart beats, the faster it beats, the more it purifies your blood, the more oxygen is getting into the blood. Oh, wow. So by walking a couple times around the block, it actually brought my sugar down about 50 to 100 points. I learned that lesson after the fact. So then I went to the doctor, and I didn't believe in doctors. Most black men, I'm fine. We Superman. I went to the doctor. He's like, "Bro, you got high blood pressure. You are a walking time bomb at 40 years old. You want to die? You want to die? That's what you want to do? You want to die? I don't want to die." So, boom, we started this regimen of medicine, eating right. Now I'm a type 2 diabetic, meaning I take pills. I take 6 pills a day, 3 in the morning, 3 at night. I take a pill for cholesterol. I take a pill for my high blood pressure. Okay. Now, everything's under control, has been maintained for the last 3 or 4 years. He also put me on a pill that helps my metabolism. So like he was talking about the metabolism. What is it? They gave me a pill. And so my weight, I've had the same weight since the pandemic. 277 is where I'm at. Now y'all say 277, but y'all know if I anything lower than that, the doctor like, you should be down to like 185. I said, I'm not white and I'm not going to be a crackhead. So this is the size, and I can carry it. And so what I've had to do is I modify. Like I used to eat cheesesteaks and pizza every day. Whatever, if she ain't feel like cooking, don't cook. I'm going to order out. I mean, I probably spend $300 to $400 a month just in ordering out because she don't cook as often. And so I've changed my diet. I have a shake every other day for breakfast. So if I have a shake and a banana, then I'll have a regular lunch, and then I'll have a regular dinner. And if I wake up and I want a bacon, egg, and cheese from Dunkin' Donuts, I'll get that. But then I'll have a shake for lunch, right? And then a regular dinner. But also, I'm in the gym, not running with the kids, but I'm there a lot doing it before COVID. Yeah. And I was riding my bike. I was putting in 3.5 to 5 miles a day with my bicycle out in the street.
Yeah. It's interesting, man. So y'all know me for a long time, right? And I was probably the skinniest of the group, as y'all would all know. Right?
Kind of between you and Old Soul.
Yeah. Well, I was more the muscular of the group. Let me just say, when it comes to Old Soul. Anyways, look, I agree. Donald, it's interesting. We have to own it, right? And for me, my family is a big bone family, bro. My family's a big bone family, and you look inside of my family, like, damn. And so, something about college when I started to get into college, and even in college, I was still fairly slim. You remember the boot incident, B, right? When I had to take you know what I'm talking about, right? I had to run. Shit, I was jumping over fences, bro. But it was something about after I started working, man, and then making some money, and working in an office space, things just started to change, and I could buy what I want to buy. I didn't have to work out as much. I would periodically work out. Ed Highsmith, he and I would go back and forth to the gym. But I say that to say this: y'all have known me. I've been a roller coaster. I've been up and down. And then every time y'all would see me in Cali, y'all be like, y'all be talking about. I be come back to Philly slim. Like I done tried Atkins. I done tried HCG shots. You name it, I basically tried it. And but I
You've had your Luther moments, your Luther Vandross moments.
Yeah, exactly. And right now, man, I'm at a point where I'm like, I got this, I got a bum hip, man, and it's like I can't do what I usually do, because I would be out 24/7, just like in that gym. But more importantly, the gym is a part of it, but it's the eating piece that's the most challenging. And so I'm gonna schedule an appointment. My wife and I, we just changed insurances, because I'm gonna go ahead and get some stuff done this year, and so I say we changed insurances also because now I'm going to be connecting with a new doctor. But I need to get my stomach checked out, check out if there's any bacterias in there, and just kind of focus, right? Right now, my stomach is probably like this big, bro. When I say this big internally, my stomach's like this big. And so I crave and I want to eat. And I have these hunger pings that kick in. And me, dude, I just love food. Love's a hard word, but I really enjoy eating it. Like I get to Philly, I'd be like, yo, give me that big cheesesteak. Let me get that hoagie. I'm like Donald. Give me those crippets.
I can attest to that also when we went down New Orleans.
Yes.
Oh, my man was getting it in.
Hey, look, and proud to do so, but I'm like a ticking time bomb, and I got a lot of weight to lose. I want to be at 220. I'm comfortable at about 220, but I'm nowhere near 220. And I got like 100 and some odd pounds. I got close to 100 pounds to lose, basically 80 some odd pounds. And I weighed in this morning from last Monday, and I told y'all I started off well. And I thought I was going to be up in pounds. I'm actually 305.3. So I went down like 0.4 points. But that's fortunate because I'm fortunate to only going down 0.4 points because I was eating biscotti biscuit cookies like it was nothing. My wife was going upstairs. I was in the closet like this. Baby, hey, you know when your wife goes upstairs. Look, I couldn't do that. See, I'm about to throw my stuff out, but when you like, baby, why don't you just go ahead on the bed when she goes upstairs? Because you don't want to be criticized for eating. Shit, get that almond stuff, man. And I'm just speaking my truth, fellas, right?
B, how is that? Yeah, how is that?
It curbs the appetite also.
Is that the apple cider vinegar thing?
Yeah. So
I saw that on Facebook. Facebook advertised that like crazy.
Yeah. But you can get any apple cider vinegar because all of them.
Just buy some regular apple cider vinegar.
I got that in the fridge.
So I bring up the topic, fellas, because of this though. I don't want to go very long today. I just want to keep it, straight and to the point, man. Look, I'm looking for accountability. I got accountability at home. I'm looking to connect with y'all, man, and brother got to drop some pounds. So I don't know if y'all trying to drop some weight. I know I am.
Oh yeah, I am definitely.
Yeah. And every week, every week, I'm giving y'all.
Let me ask you this question, Vance.
Yeah.
A few months back, several months back, you were with a workout group. I want to say it was before my wedding.
About a year ago. Yeah. Camp Transformation.
Yeah. Why did you leave them?
Dude, it's not. It just wasn't the appropriate way to be working out and eating. Like the Camp Transformation, all gyms are about, when they. All right, so I left them because one, dude, it's way too much money. Like,
okay,
that's number one. Number one, way too much goddamn money, right? But number two, the process by which they were trying to make you lose weight. I mean, it worked well. Like, if you lose this amount of weight, you get your money back. Who isn't enticed by that? I'm like, shit, I can drop pounds because I know I've done it before, right? And so, but the problem is, man, the way they have you eating is going to push you to really gain weight again. You're eating so few calories
Okay.
that your body just eventually is going to reject it, and so you can't keep it for a long period of time. It's very difficult. What I want to do though is just eat a certain amount. Like I've calculated how many calories I can do all the calculations. I just need to eat them.
Right.
Stick to my calories and do my workout. I'll be fine. Right. And so it's okay to treat yourself every once in a while, but not every night. Like this, Donald asked me, he says like, yo, can you stop drinking? Yeah, easily. You know what I mean? And that's why I didn't gain a lot of weight this week, Donald, because I stopped all that drinking that I was doing. What are you going to say?
But I'm telling you right now, you need an accountability buddy.
Oh, yeah.
And the reason why I'm telling you, we don't have self-control.
Oh, yeah. I agree.
So when I was at the height of diabetes and they were telling me that I was going to have to switch to insulin, right? All the mothers at the church, they just started praying for me. Like every day they would just pray, right? Mm-hmm. And I asked the Lord, I really had to ask the Lord to remove the craving from me, right? Mm-hmm. And so I was 6 months. I went 6 months and I was this close to getting off the medicine, right? Mm-hmm. And then life happens. Mm-hmm. And what you just said, I decided I've been good for 6 months. I hadn't had a honey bun, a vanilla iced honey bun from Innerman's that just says, Frank, I'm waiting for you, right? That's the love of my life. It's $1.89. It's about this big. It's 77 and a vanilla cream soda. Oh Lord, that's my crack. Okay, so I treated myself. My A1C, when I went and got my blood work, I was at a 7.2. And at that time, it was between 5.4 and 6. If you below that, you're just borderline. It was that close. My sugar jumped from 7 something back to 11. And it takes 90 days because that opened the door. I had suppressed the sugar craving. That opened the door to everything else, and I gained 22 pounds. My doctor was fussing at me. He called me everything but a child of God. And
so
I
wait.
that from
so
my
what
doctor.
You're telling me, Donald, is that when I use the word you can treat yourself, you need to.
You cannot.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't.
You cannot, bro.
And the piggyback off of what Donald said, I was in the same situation with my blood pressure, right? Maybe I'd say about 2-3 years ago before I was actually diagnosed. And when I went to one of my checkups, the doctor says, well, you kind of predisposed, but you need to lose some pounds. We don't want to put you on medication right now. So you're kind of on the borderline, but you need to lose a few pounds. If I see that you're losing some weight, then we won't even bring up the medication. So what did I do? Automatically, I started losing weight, by any means necessary. So when I went back to my yearly checkup, he says, oh, wow, you're doing great. You lost 10 pounds, you're good. You don't have to worry about medication. Fine. As soon as I left out of that door, from that point on, I started just getting crazy with the food. I went from me and my wife going out for a walk to, you know what? No, I'm good. Let's go get this. Let's go get some Chinese food. Let's go get this. And see, for me, once I eat something, if I eat dinner, automatically I need a dessert. So after he told me I was fine, then I delved into it hard and harder and harder. So then what started happening was when I would go to church, after I would go to church, my regiment was once I got out of church, I would go get a hoagie, right? I get a hoagie with all the fixings, right? Then all of a sudden I started realizing when I would go to church and when I would come home and go up the steps, my heart rate felt like it was coming out of my chest, right?
Wow.
I felt like I couldn't breathe. Literally, I would get up in the middle of the night like somebody was choking me, right? I couldn't breathe. My heart rate's going, and I'm getting tired. I'm getting tired over simple things like church offering. I'm getting tired, like passing the plate. I'm like, that's a lot of work. So it got to the point where I went and got one of the wrist testers that you get inside the Rite Aid or whatever, and I started testing my blood pressure, just checking it just off the hand, and then I started seeing it was like 148, 150 over like 105. I'm like, that can't be good.
Ooh.
Yeah, that can't
Ooh.
be good. Later on, I found out I was on the borderline, almost having a stroke.
Having a stroke. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So when I went back to the doctor, told him what I was going through, he says, yeah, we're going to put you on medication.
Wow. So that, yeah.
So you don't want to get it to kind of close it. What Donald said, you don't want to get into that point of treating yourself. If you're going to be committed, stay committed.
See, that's my problem. Bro. That's my problem. I'm always looking for a door. Right? Like that's
I'm going to tell you one other thing too. I am probably one of the most ignorant people you know. You're like, okay, and y'all will all agree, but I'm talking about a different spectrum, right? So yeah. I'll have my medicine, my diabetes medicine in my hand. Mm-hmm. I'll take it just so I can have a Reese cup. I'll take my blood pressure medicine because if you have high blood pressure, you're not supposed to drink coffee. Caffeine spikes your blood pressure.
Is that right?
That is correct. You should only drink decaf. So, but me, right? I drink about 60 ounces of coffee a day because it's all day. If I'm working, it's all day. It's a 20 ounce in the morning from Wawa. I got a Keurig. I got hazel, and I love flavored coffee. So I got, and my doctor's like, "Are you crazy?" But in my brain, this is how my brain. I'm not saying this is right. I'm just telling you how my brain operates. I'm taking the medicine, which controls my blood pressure. So in theory, I can do what I want. Think about that.
Yeah, no.
That's how we think.
That is how we think. No, you're right.
I'm taking CMOS. Wait, I'm taking CMOS because it's strengthening my immune system so I can put myself at risk because my immune system is stronger than someone else's. It's just the way we think.
And on my end to that, I wasn't doing coffee before I got diagnosed. I was doing, believe it or not, I was doing energy drinks, right? I was doing NOS. I was doing Red Bull. Yeah. And check this out, right? I was doing energy drinks. I would do one in the morning, one in the mid-afternoon, one with my lunch, and then one before I came home.
Carl.
What?
Hey, if my wife heard that, she would come over. She would smack you. She would smack you through
Listen. Then that whole thing wrapped around to the point where, why is my heart going so fast? Right? Couldn't put it together until the doctor told me with those numbers and what you're doing, you're about to have a stroke. Leave the energy drinks alone. And of course, and everybody's going to chuckle at this, once that news got to my wife, right? anytime we were out at the supermarket, anytime we were out, any place that had a beverage, and I happened to even glance at an energy drink, she was like, don't even think about it. Don't even think about it. Yeah. So trust me, all of those variables, bro, it's a lifestyle change that you have to stick to.
Yeah, well, listen, that's the plan. That's the reason why I wanted to have this conversation, fellas. Listen, I'm looking for us to be accountable
around for another 30 years.
Yeah, look, accountable.
I do have I have an energy drink that I do take energy. I have an energy drink, but it doesn't have any byproducts. It's all vitamin based, and there's no caffeine. Matter of fact, I gave one to Doc when he was over here not too long ago. It's called B Fuel by this company that I deal with, and I find I don't, because my day starts at 4:45. I don't get home, especially before COVID, and even I've been in the gym in August. I'm not getting home till 8:30, 9 o'clock. So I'm talking 4:45 in the morning. I'm in the office at 5:30. I get off at 2. I go pick up my kids. We go to the gym. We're in the gym from 3 to 6. Then we do study hall from 6 to 7. I take the kids home. This was my everyday routine: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, off Friday. And then Saturday morning. So the energy drinks is what kept me alive. And again, I'm so ignorant that even if my wife, my beloved wife of 30 years, even if she said something to me, I'm so ignorant that you can tell me what you want to tell me, but I have money and I have access. And unless you're going to put my picture up at the 7-Eleven, the Sunoco, the Wawa, and the Poppy store, then I'm gonna go get what I want to get. So I would go and get a bag of Tasty Cakes powdered donuts. That's my hook. And I would sit in the car and eat it all, 30 donuts, 30 little powdered donuts before I got in the crib. And it'd be in the trash. She wouldn't even know I did it. How was your day today, babe? Oh, my day was good.
Good, yeah.
You eat right today? I sure did.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I got to the point.
That's our ignorance.
I got to the point where I was actually hiding snacks in my family room. I was actually hiding snacks.
I'm not alone. Thank
Like
the Lord, Jesus. I'm not alone.
No,
Right?
bro.
I was getting bags. I was getting the Doritos. I was getting the butterscotch crimpets. Anything that I could put away, right? And because I have a refrigerator in my family room, I could put stuff in there, and I would hide stuff like, cakes, cookies under the couches and everything like that.
Yes.
And my wife would ask me, "So, honey, how you do today? Everything's good?" "Yeah, fine." So when she would go upstairs and I would be to myself with the gaming and the ESPN, and it just got sloppy. It just got until a package was discovered here, or a crimpet was discovered here, or she, it would be a Saturday night and she would be like, I want something sweet. Can you go out to the super? No, I don't have to go to the supermarket. Hold on. And I lived under the couch. And it would be like a convenience store. What do you want? I got cakes, cookies, snacks. I'd be like, brother man, you know what I mean? What you need, G?
Wow.
I got it right here.
Wow.
So,
You're killing me.
yeah.
Listen.
I'm sorry. Let me just piggyback that one last time. So she, my wife, I got it on video. She hid the remotes and took my wallet because I was getting ready to go out. So I had no cash. Oh, you think because you took my driver's license that I won't drive? I drove dirty before, and I keep an extra ATM in the car. So extra net card. So you got my wallet, you got my credit cards, and you got my cash. But you know what you ain't got is my damn determination. And she's recording me while she's sitting in this chair, and she said to all my kids, "Your father's out of pocket." So I went. I had my business debit card. I went and took $10 out and transferred that money back from Cash App to my business and went and got what I wanted to get. And she called me an ignorant MF. And y'all know she said it. Everybody on this call knows she said it. Yeah, I got it here. So listen, so you ain't by yourself, bro.
No, for me, I don't need a doctor. I don't need a nutritionist. You know what clicks to me is when my wife comes on and says, "Looking a little chubby these days, don't you think? A little heavy, right?" I'm like, "Well, what do you mean by that?" "Oh, no, I'm just saying. Don't get offended. Because I know you get sensitive." I'm saying. So right then and there, it's as a male it strikes right to the ego for me, and I'm like, you know what? I got to lose some weight.
So here's the deal. My ego, and I want to close on this, gentleman. My ego is half of my closet, bro. I can't fit some of those clothes, man. Look, and that's ego enough. The problem is that I've been enjoying this food way too much, and so I need to lose. I want to get to 220. Bottom line, and I do need to lose weight because I need to get some stuff done this year. And so every week when we check in, I'm checking in with y'all with my weight, so y'all know, right? To be holding me accountable, man. And
but that diabetes, bro, that diabetes is not.
That's the other thing, right? Because I was pre-diabetic, and I need to go back and talk to the doctor to see what's going on, just to see where I'm at.
I'm sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, just so I can go ahead.
No, I'm saying, if in fact you're diagnosed for diabetes, I'm so ignorant that I knew how to manipulate my numbers so that when my doctor would ask to see my tester, it would always show good numbers. But what I didn't realize is that my A1C, shut up, Darius, that my A1C, it takes 90 days to change your A1C. So no matter if I prick my numbers and they're like, "Oh, they 102," and then my doctor's like, "Oh, you're doing really good," and then I go get my blood work done and my A1C is 10 or 11, he said, "You've been lying to me." So manipulate. I listen. I'm telling you,
I hear you. You telling me you the professional at getting around.
Yes, lying.
I got you.
Lying on the, not like lying. I'm talking about the numbers are lying because I would fast all night and take my blood sugar in the morning because you ain't eat nothing in 12 hours.
Yeah.
And I've seen
Right?
diabetes on the other end, the worst end of it. My father-in-law has diabetes, so over the years we've had a few episodes where fire rescue had to come there because his blood sugar would drop so low that he would almost be close to like, now I'm not going to say it, coma. But we've had incidents over the last few years where we've had to rush to the house, to his house, where his blood sugar has just dropped. So that's on the opposite end of it being too high. You have to find that medium, that range. But yeah, it's a scary situation if it's not manageable. And he's pretty good with he's pretty good with his diabetes. But those incidents have happened over the few years. It was really scary. It was really scary.
Well, I'm gonna close out with this, fellas. Look, I need to lose at least 80 pounds. At least 80 pounds is where I want to. I don't know. Do the math. 305 minus. I don't have a calculator in front of me, but 305 minus
85 pounds.
305 minus 80.
85 pounds.
Yeah,
85 pounds.
That's 80. Yep. So if I lose at least 80, I'm feeling good, right? But if I drop 20, that's a good start.
We actually could do that because I'm not comfortable at my weight. So, and I have a goal date of March 1st to be 240.
How much you trying to drop?
So that's 16 pounds I got to lose.
Got it. Doc, how about you, bro? How much you trying to drop?
Man, I don't know my actual weight, but every time I go to the doctor, I'm like at 260. So I would like to drop around about like 20 pounds myself.
You think you at 260?
Yeah.
Nah. God damn it.
Nah, I'm about 260.
Because you tall and that stomach looking pretty big.
Yeah, so my height really hides a whole lot. For real, seriously. Every time I go there, I'm like at like.
I'm gonna challenge you to this. I'm gonna challenge you to this, man, because
Okay.
I know you're making big bucks. Buy yourself a scale. Jump on that joint, man, because you need to weigh yourself on a regular basis, man.
Just make sure the scale doesn't say ERR. little inside joke there.
Oh, one time I got on the scale and it went ERR. I
wasn't putting anybody out there.
That's all right. No, I put myself out there, bro. This is about owning it, right? This is about owning it. So
I'm at 220, so I'm trying to at least get to 210. I'm trying to lose at least 10 pounds.
Yeah, well, I definitely need to lose a good bunch, fellas. But I love y'all, man.
Diet.
Let's check in on.
It's all about the diet. The diet.
Yeah, for sure. It's about you eating. I don't even want to use the word diet, man, because it's really about how you eat. You feel me?
Yeah, it's about portion.
We call it a food plan.
Yeah, it's about a food plan.
Because every time we say diet,
it don't work.
That's what they call. They call New Year's resolutions. Listen, stop telling them damn lies. They resolutions. Stop telling them lies. Just do what you need to do, and we're gonna try to rock this out. So, look, I'm with y'all, right? And what we should do, if you got a scale, take the scale, take a picture of it, so we all in the honor system. KT, you still got that money in the joint?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yes,
so
sir.
What money you talking about? I won that.
No, you did not.
I won that bet. What y'all talking about?
Go in the fat camp.
You lie.
I won that bet.
No, you did
I dropped all those pounds and I just put them back on.
That's why it's still here. That's why the money is still here.
It's there. It's there, but you can't see.
Don't do that.
The muscle's under the part.
Damn. Hey, when I saw that, bro. Hey, when I saw that, I was like, damn. And then this don't get me started.
It's jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby. It's jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby.
All right, look. Snap that shot.
And he's holding it in too. He's holding
it
in.
In.
Breathe.
Looking like a fake ass Hulk
Breathe.
Yeah, Hulk Hogan now, right?
A blogan. All right, look. Hey, thank you for checking us out. Hey, listen, we obviously we still know how to clown, even though we talking about something serious. Let's check in, baby. Let's check in every week with this weight thing. So as we kick off our episodes, I'm just gonna do a check-in, man. And y'all know where I'm at. 305.3 is what I told y'all for sure. So
and get Crooner back on the line, man. I know he's been going through it. I communicated with him, send him my love and prayers.
Hey,
but
that's
Crooner
it.
back on the line.
Yeah, make sure y'all holler at him. I'm gonna check out, see where he at. I ain't heard from him. And then
Kev,
the comedian. So all right, fellas, look, thank y'all for watching this, checking us out. We love y'all. We out.
Okay.
Peace.
Hey,
Happy
hey,
health,
B,
happy-
I'm
Doing okay, Dave.
B, I'm gonna hit you up, B.
No, you're not.
My brothers, my brothers, my brothers, my brothers, my brothers. Video podcast.